Alright, well hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Last time, bit of a sad ending, but right now we move on. So I looked at my notes. It's actually been a new day from where I left off. Brand new day. From what I see in my notes, there is one more heart piece that I could collect right now. Part of me says just to hold off, because I'm planning on going that way later on. But I want to be thorough in my search, so let's do that real quick. Also, this one. Forgot about this one. This right here is a very useful cave in the randomizers, because I believe there's like 5 chests in here. Yeah, oh, 4 plus this guy. Here, take some rupees. 3 hundo! I'm maxed out on cash. I think there's even more cash? Yeah. Yeah, great in a randomizer. Just so many different little things. 5 item checks in one go. Oh my goodness. I think between this episode and the next one, I might be going to the... I think myself, do I go to the fairy fountain? Because you do need cash for at least 1 or 2 things later on. One more thing later on. But that's not going to be required until endgame. The main thing I wanted to do was go over this way. We need to be in the dark world to do this. Ow. Actually, there's at least another thing I could do. I wanted to go out this way, towards this circle of rocks. Get out the magic mirror, because if we go back to the light world... Wow! Oh, shoot. Fell a little further. Oh. That works, I guess. Oh, that stinks. Okay. Well, I guess I will, guess I'll meet you back over in the... Hyrule Castle after I drop off some cash to upgrade my bomb and my arrow count. Alright, let me shut the phone off real quick. I already maxed out my arrows at 70, but if I say I want to carry more arrows, I cannot grant you any more wishes for you. But a friend of mine might be able to. She lived in the waterfall of wishing near Zoa's Lake. I will return your rupees to you. May you be happy. So yes, you don't have to worry about losing any money. Meanwhile, I'll be back after I get my bomb settled. Oh, interesting. She went straight from 40 to 50. And 50 should be the max amount of bombs. That's... okay. Shoot, I'm thinking I had to come back later on, but no, apparently I had just enough. Alright, anyways, back to Hyrule Castle, I guess. Oh, there's something I could technically do. I was thinking about holding off on this one, because it might make it a little bit more sense to get later on. But I want to go... I hope there's a... yes there is. Okay. No, you're not going to lead to where I want you to be. No, I need to go south. Okay. I want to head back over to where I got myself the ice rod. There was something I was thinking about holding off into doing later on, but... I don't think I want to be coming back this way later on, so I'm just going to do this now. Ignore all that. So the thing I'm looking for is going to be on the right-hand side. We blew open that door on the left-hand side. But this door on the right-hand side, well, I say door, cave on the right-hand side was open. When I do that, I want to have an empty bottle, so I'll get rid of this third one. Thank you. And I want to get the bug net out. I want to get it out, because if we hit that, we get ourselves a golden bee to respond from that statue. I caught a bee. Will I keep it? Yes. That little bee will come very handy, not for the second dungeon, but for the third dungeon. It'll make a lot more sense later on, I swear. Okay, and yes, there's this thing down here. I think there's just more cash, because... yeah, you can come in here and cash will always respawn in these pots, so if you ever want to make 20 bucks. You know, a lot of rupees by defeating enemies. It's the secret to my success. Yes, you can also make a lot of money just by coming down and lifting or even smashing those pots just to get 5 rupees underneath each one. Anyways, let's head back to the Dark World. Alright, back into the Dark World. Technically, there are 2 things I know that I can do, and 1 thing I might be able to do, but I swear I said you couldn't do this one till later on, unless I'm mistaken. No, I'm like 85% sure you can't do this now, because you need an item that we don't have yet. but I would love to be proven wrong. The other two things that we could do is, one, we can go back up to Death Mountain. Remember, over to the left of Mount Hera, there was a sign that said for us to go back there later on. No, I can't do this one now. Oh! Alright, I thought I needed something else. This works, I guess. So I could have done this before getting myself the Zoa's boots, but, I mean, there was also the heart that I got out of it, plus I had full cash. I want to go over this way. Read the sign. Curses to anyone who throws something into my circle of stones. Well, curses to you, I'm throwing your own sign into your circle of stones, so, ha! I'm very sorry! Out come the catfish. Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I'll give you this if you just go away. Which is apparently linked to a myth. This is the Craig Medallion. Its magic causes the ground to shake and defeats nearby enemies, but watch your magic meter. So yeah, apparently that is based around the belief that catfish could either A, summon earthquakes, or B, could detect earthquakes. Something to do with their whiskers? I don't know the entire fable. I just know that's more or less the gist of what that one is. That item is required to finish the game. Well, the base game. Again, I bring up randomizers now and again. Which I might do one day, just not soon. At least not unless I finish up one of my other projects. Don't get me wrong, I do like me some Zelda. Link to the Past randomizer I have done a few times on my own, and I do find it fun. But that's not here, and that's not now. Either way, let's pretend we didn't do anything. We just literally finished up the dungeon. The Palace of Darkness. Where do we go from there? Well, we got ourselves a hammer that we use to go down this way to break open these pegs, which then takes us down south towards that little swampy, marshy area. Now, if you didn't know about the portals to be found in other locations of the world, this would probably be where you would go next because of the fact that this is where the game has labeled as Dungeon 2. Before we do that, what about Dungeon 5? I said before that you can't get to Dungeon 5 until after we do Dungeon 4. But can't we just get to Dungeon 5 by going over this way? Not Dungeon 5, sorry, Dungeon 6. Dungeon 5 as well, but... Well, if we go over this way, we cannot get out there. This way took us to the desert, but out here, it's blocked off. Completely walled off by the mountains. But that little indentation on the walls kind of gave us a little hint to do this. Hold up the Master Sword, and you will get the Medic of Bamos. Not Bemos, Bamos. I want to say this is not necessary, but very nice to have. The Bamos Medallion. This magic makes the ground explode with power, but watch your magic meter. That will come in handy for Dungeon 5. Only one real... There's only one good use I can think of for that one. It's in Dungeon 5, but I'm sure there's other reasons to use it. And yes, we've gotten 2 medallions, and there's actually 3. And... Oops, shoot, okay. Anyway, if we go this way... Welcome to Dungeon 2, the Swamp Palace. That didn't look like a swamp palace to me. Link, it is I, blah, 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 blah. Objects exist simultaneously in both worlds with similar shapes. If the form of a thing changes, it'll affect the shape of its twin in the other world. So, if you remember, this was kind of like the floodgate in the light world, and we pulled a switch to essentially change the flow of water. Well, if we go over to the light world, in fact, I flipped it before, everything is back. Cutbacks. Or whatnot. Anyways. Let's pull this lever again to cause the water to flow. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! So, since something in one world can affect the other world, if we have the water flowing in the light world, and drain the pool in the light world, the dark world is also drained. And the dark world also has water flowing through it. Which means that we can now officially start the Swamp Palace. Already with a locked door, so... I mean, yeah, there's a key right there. But it could throw you off, like, wait, what did I miss? If you didn't think to defeat all the enemies. I want to say this place is going to be a little bit more difficult. Definitely something to keep in mind, especially if you're looking at your map. But nothing too awful. I believe, speaking of the map... Yes, there we go. You got the map. Got the map, got the map, got the map, got the map, got the map. And go to you little jelly blobs. All you just want to do is just go down this way. Careful of the water. I don't know what that is, but it can hurt us. I wonder if that was an inspiration for the boss of the water temple from Ocarina of Time. Can't think of his name, though. Not the biggest shame, but it's just like, ugh. Like, why can't I think of it? Either way, key! And nothing. I believe this one's... Oh, shoot. Right, red skulls. These guys will actually throw bones at you. Oh, why did I think that wall was fake? I thought that was a fake exploding wall. Anyways, push the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk, to cause the water to flow. I was like, this looks kind of nice. Again, this is like Super Nintendo. This is old school level of graphics and hardware and whatnot. Getting little things like that is kind of just a nice little detail. Anyways, we had to do that just so we can go swimming it around. And this is what I would say is the main room to this entire dungeon. We're gonna be coming in and out a little bit. Now, if we go down this way, I want to say this way is completely optional. If I'm correct, this will get us the compass. Other than that, though, if you know what you're doing, I wouldn't bother my time unless it's a randomizer. And even then, that's only for one check. Because you come all the way around, I'm like, wait, where's the compass? Push the block, there we go. Again, a completely avoidable room, but it's fine. It doesn't add anything, really. It doesn't hurt anything, so it kind of just exists. Oh, got a locked door that way. So we have to do something. Good of you. Also, these guys, I don't think I talked about them. They're essentially sword traps. Essentially, when you swing your sword, or if you do the spin attack, that thing will fire out a laser beam towards your general vicinity. It'll fire wherever you are closest. So if we start to move, it'll follow us, trying to hit us. So keep that in mind. Either way, we got a key, which means we're going around to unlock a door. Meanwhile, I hope everyone is having themselves a good day. This is not the best of days for me. But I don't need to be going over personal stuff. I want to say we move this, but we want to hit it again. Do not leave... Wait, do I want to move it again? Hold on. Yes, hit it again, because you might think it's great to have that one thing open. It's not. You're going to regret it. So hit the switch back and take the long way around. Is it annoying? Yes. Did they have to do that? Not at all. But, I mean, it is what it is. To be honest, I don't remember where it is exactly that I know this. You have to do that. I just know that you have to do that. Oh, keep that down. Skull, I want to say you have nothing. I know you had a heart, so half nothing. Alright, ow. Wait, fine, I'll just ignore you all then. I believe this is, yes, that's the one you moved. The other ones you could not, so they kind of trick you a little bit. Then again, you had very limited options, so eventually you would think to try and move the blocks. Huh. I've never seen that before. Alright, I got thrown for a loop there. Oh, wait, I have to try one other thing next time I go up the staircase. Oh, I don't remember if that was the case. 2 ways to fall down. So we'll go take the left-hand side first. You have for me cash, so useless. Okay, one thing I want to try is... I don't remember if that's the case. If I do this... Yeah, we just walk up backwards. Unfortunately, he fixes himself on the way up, and it's just kind of one of those funny things that you can actually see Link do. Anyways, the right path! In more ways than one. Yeah, that's why you need to make sure the red blocks are down and the blue blocks are up. Not much, but it's just like one of those things like, oh, I have to go around and do that again. The boss key! There we go. I'm gonna say I would not recommend using the magic mirror in this dungeon. At least not like compared to like, say, Dungeon 3 or Dungeon 4. Dungeon 5 being this one. We're gonna be moving further ahead. It didn't take too long, but it took a little longer than you might like just to get to that main central room. And I mean, we're already back here, so... Also, fire snakes. Why'd it have to be fire snakes? Say hello to one of the best weapons. Boing! This is the hookshot. It extends and contracts, and boing! It can grapple many things. It can also be used as a weapon. And it's a decent weapon at that. I messed up. I have to leave the room to get the skulls to respawn because I got rid of the skulls. Get myself across. I'm like, there's a reason I don't do this, and that was the reason why I don't do that. Not like it took too long. It's just like, right. That. Anyways, out of the way, you. This can hit enemies. We don't have to be worried about getting shocked. It just doesn't have the best range when it comes to actually... Not the best range. It doesn't have the best width, I guess, when it comes to hitting some enemies, like those tiny little blobs. I think I want to take this pathway and get around. I want to go downstairs. I don't think I want that other pathway. I want this one because, yes, we're on the right-hand side. And we can use this to drain the water. Instead of raising it for once. Thank goodness. Also, just kind of a fast way just to travel around a little bit if you can get yourself situations like that. Again, I think this is another great spot for a randomizer, just because if we go down this way... Oh no, it's 2 chests. I thought it was 4. Either way, it's probably nothing. Yep. Nothing too much, but we still had to lower the water to get down this way, so that's why you had to do that. This one is another little tricky hidden secret thing. Ignore that, ignore that. Nope, nope, and nope. Okay. There are 2, well, I say 2 secrets. Kind of is. First off is, wait, is that not that one? I know one of these blocks moves. There we go. That one moves to get you another chest. Again, kind of pointless and kind of rude considering the fact you had no reason to believe that would be there. And here we go. You had also know to look behind the waterfall. Then again, that room over there kind of told you, hey, there's like something back here, so... Not too bad. Also, I think the map would show you that. Just had to figure out, like, distance-wise. We can see some rooms over there, but it's only skulls blocked behind all that. I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is this right here. And this room, with these enemies, is annoying. You have no way to attack enemies while in the water. So, yeah. Either way, doesn't matter. Get out the hookshot and get ready to fight the second boss. It is essentially an eyeball covered by... Huff and puff clouds? Tough puffs? Uh-oh. Watch out when he does that, because he expands them. Honestly, you need to be careful. I think if you would attach them from the left? No, okay. I know... Maybe it's a GBA. You can sometimes get hurt by trying to grab them in a specific way. Just due to how the sprites were overlapping. Get over here. And there we go. I believe... What are you, so victorious? No, that might be somebody else. Anyways, giant eyeball. Now that he's lost all of his defenses, he's gonna go on the offense. And I'm sorry, you don't have that much offense. Jumps to the sky, falls down, tries to squish us, and then just goes around. Honestly, all you have to do is just go into the corner, and you would be mostly fine. A bit of a pathetic joke. That being said, I almost died. Wow. Then again, I had 2 fairies, so it's not like it was the most fear-wrenching situation in my life. Anyways, Crystal. Maiden number 2, come on down. Link, because of you, I can escape the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it, as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golden Land. Only a select few know its location, but at some point that knowledge was lost. The person who rediscovered the Golden Land was Ganondorf, the evil thief. Luckily, he couldn't figure out how to return to the Light World. Well, remember that you have magical powers, which only the hero can make the most of. There are some other magical warping points, like the one that you saw on Death Mountain. By using them, you can go between the two worlds and find the evil hidden within the Dark World. You are the only one who can destroy Ganondorf, Ganon, the evil king of darkness. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Yeah! And alright, there we go. Dungeon number 2 is done. I'm not sure how much I'm cutting out because of the whole... whatchamacallit? The whole Fountain of Luck thing. So, I'm already up to like 28 minutes? That's with the extra 30 seconds that I took before I actually started, really. So I think I'm going to be ending off soon enough. However, before we do that, not this way, because this is actually where Link's house would be in the Light World. Let's show off how do you get across in the Dark World if you don't know where the warp points are. Again, if you're like me the first time playing it, you have to think about how to get across. I don't even remember how... I know I probably had to go to the Light World, but I never actually bothered looking. And I know I did this plenty of times. Okay, so we got the hammer, we go up this way, pound the peg. And this right here, if we get the hook shot... There we go, that's how we get across. And I think we're just gonna do one last thing before we end things off. Let's get one more piece of heart. To do that, then we need to go over to the left. And to what would originally be the way up to Death Mountain in Light World, I want to go up there to in the Dark World. Get out of here, buddy. Because, spoilers, it will not take us to Death Mountain, or whatever this equivalent is. I'll give a piece of heart to the person who wears the cape. Oh, there's the heart piece. We got the cape. But you also need the hook shot. That's the reason why I didn't come here soon. Oh! I think you need the hook shot. Yes, you do. Like, I swear you need it. Because of that. There's probably a way to do it without the cape, but if you try that, boing, boing. But, no boing. Again, you become invincible. Either way, heart piece. So, I'm ending it off here. Next time, when we come back, we'll be moving on over to what was originally the Lost Woods for Dungeon number 3. And then possibly down to Dungeon 4 if we can get that done in time. Either way, I will see you then. Bye-bye.